Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Agent's Edge. My name is Ryan Polimeni. Today we're going to talk about how to name your sales process. I know it's kind of a foreign concept because a lot of the times when you're in the sales world, there's a process you follow, but does actually have a name attached to it. This was unique to when I started learning this. And if you want to have a scalable business model that you can kind of plug and play anybody into, you have to have a system that is just so uniformed and so buttoned up that anybody can follow it to success. And I'll give you an example. At our firm, we're going through a massive growth spurt. If you watch my videos, we're going to do, well into the nine figures next year. But the reason that happened was because 2 years ago, we really focused on buttoning up our sales process from the moment that your marketing campaign goes out to the moment that you're onboarding a client, and everything in between is buttoned up and dialed in so tight that there's just no room for error. And that wasn't always the case. And for a lot of you watching, that may not be the case. Some of you are watching, maybe you're just kind of getting into this world. Maybe you're trying to scale and get to that next level. And it's difficult. It really is. But when you have a sales process that is named, that is buttoned down, dialed in, that any single new person you bring in can literally follow word for word, strategy by strategy, process by process, it makes life so much easier. Let me give you an example here. We do a lot of seminars, myself, my team, all over the country, where we have seminars going on literally like every single week in different places around the country. And that's just one of our marketing platforms that we utilize to grow the way we have. But in that process, before our named, sales process, it was more of everybody going out, doing a Social Security workshop, bringing them in. We had a system that people could follow. And they were that's fine, but we needed a more tightened up guideline. And so what we came up with is this thing called a top rank retirement roadmap. And what that roadmap is a guide. It is a guide to understand from the moment that you begin your marketing to, again, closing somebody, what does every step of the way look like? And what I love about that guide is we utilize it to enhance the client experience as well. So when I'm in front of the room and I'm giving a workshop and I'm trying to tie it down to get people to come in, and see us after a workshop, I'm always referring during my workshop to that top rank retirement roadmap. And that roadmap is our sales process that clients and prospects can visually see so they know what they're getting into when they come in to see us. Part of the reason why I think some people have struggled in the seminar game is because they go up there, they give education, and then they try to get people to come in, and they fail to sell the experience. And if you've got a named sales process and a system that you can physically be in front of the room and flip through and say, listen, when you come in to see us, we're going to run your Social Security analysis, and this is what it looks like. When Tommy came in to get him and his wife, when they came in to get their Social Security process or strategy, done, Jane came in and found out that if she took Social Security at 62 and then, Tommy turned it on at 70, she can go back get a top-up benefit at 67 and get more money. How many of y'all knew that, right? And when you come in to see us, when we build out your top-rank retirement roadmap, this is what you're going to be able to get, and we're going to give you those forms as you leave our office. So again, that's one tiny example. But the point that I'm making is if you don't have a named sales process, something that every single person can follow from a staff member, to advisors you're bringing in, it makes things a little bit difficult. So what I would strongly recommend is taking the time to really write out your process and see where you're missing pieces of it, because every single detail has got to be ironed out. Like the most successful firms that I've been able to coach, that I work with, that we've acquired, they've got this system really tight and really buttoned down to where it doesn't matter who comes in. It could be somebody coming that's never been in the insurance business or advisory business before. They come in, they can read it, they can read a script, they can see the presentation, and they can duplicate it. Because look, scaling a business is all about duplication. The more you can tighten it up and it's duplicatable, the more you're going to have success. I know advisors that literally are $10 million a year, $12 million a year, producers, but I could never, and most people could never replicate their sales process. It's too complicated. There's so many moving parts. It's confusing to me, but it works for them. And you have to decipher if you're going to build a firm where there's multiple people, you cannot be that solo producer that's got a sales process that no one else can duplicate, right? Now, if you're going to be a solo producer and you don't care about it, then do your thing, do what's comfortable for you, but just even have that tightened up and perfected. So the point that I'm making is you got to figure out, number one, what's your business model going to be like? Are you going to scale? Are you going to be a solo producer? Number two, you've got to name your sales system so that anybody can follow it, including your staff. Even if you're not going to scale, if your staff can be in alignment with you on what you're trying to accomplish and the process makes life easier for you. So again, think about what you want to do, how you want to grow. Think about the name of your sales process. My company is called Top Rank Advisors. So Top Rank Retirement Roadmap was pretty simple. But again, it's a really nice visualization of your sales process that the clients can see when you're giving a workshop. That's really important because, again, when you're doing a workshop, you're selling yourself, but you're also selling the experience. I think it's one thing that people make a lot of mistakes on is not understanding the experience. So again, with that, hope it's been helpful for you. Drop us a comment, hit the like, subscribe, let us know how we can help. Talk to you soon. See you on the next episode.